Hey guys, super excited to have you here. This is actually our first ever video. So if you're new, my name is Rohan Shrestha. I've been in the design space for like 4 years now, and for the last 2 years I've been deep into email designs. So I've seen a lot, tested a lot, and today I want to share all of that experience with you through this video. Alright, so you can call this video a beginner's guide to designing emails for e-commerce businesses, but I will also be sharing my process, the types of email copy you need to know before even touching the design, and where I get my inspirations from. Basically, all the good stuff I wish I knew when I got started. So let's get into it. Alright, before we even think about design, let's talk about copies, because let's be real, no matter how good of a designer you are, if you don't understand the copy, the email is not gonna work. So it might look good, but it is not going to fulfill its purpose, which is conversion, right? So over the course of 2 years of designing emails, I've been able to categorize the copies into 3 main types, and these categories have helped me determine the aesthetics and the structure of the design I should go for. The first one is an event-based copy. So these are the kind of copies, these are the kind of campaigns that are created for events that happen throughout the year, right? So examples can be Black Fridays, Mother's Day, Valentine's Day, and also all the major holidays. So based on the business you're working for, the events can vary as well. So there can be flash sales, there can be collection drops as well, right? Also, you have to keep in mind that these emails are very time sensitive, and you have to create urgency in these emails. The second one is the most frequent one, and I call it the product promotional copy because you're promoting a product in these. You have to keep in mind that the main purpose of this email is conversion. So you are hard selling in these, right? You have to make sure you're showcasing the benefits of the product, you are showcasing the features of the product, and most importantly, you have to showcase why a person or an audience should buy from the business. So a quick reminder before I move on to the third kind of copy. I'm talking about copies here because as a designer, you have to be super clear on what kind of email you're working for and what kind of idea you are selling, right? So it makes everything easier, and it helps you choose the structure for your design. So the third kind of copy is info-based copy. This can be your newsletters, this can be founder emails, right? This can be vlog updates, this can be brand stories as well, right? You have to make sure that you are not hard selling in these, and the main purpose of this email is to provide value and insights to the people. Okay, now that is it for the type of copies. Now let's get into the fun part, the designs. So my process is pretty simple, and honestly, you don't need to overcomplicate it as well. Alright, I've taken this email that I recently designed for a brand named Juggy, and I'm going to explain with the help of this email design how I structure my design and what thought process that goes behind when designing an email. I generally like to structure my email design into 3 main portions: the header, the body section, and the footer. Okay, let's start with the header. Honestly, this is where I spend most of my time because it's super important. The header is the first thing people notice, and if it doesn't catch their attention, they'll probably just close the email, right? So most of the time I like to include a bold, clear headline with a product image right next to it, or something right below, right? So the image helps give context, especially if you're promoting a product, and the headline, right? The headline needs to get straight to the point. So for example, if it's a sales email, I might go for something like 50% off today only, along with a clean image of the product, right? So if it's more informational, I'll keep it simple, like, hey, here's how you level up your skincare routine, and show the product image in action, right? Key here is keeping it clear and easy to read, just something that grabs attention and makes the reader want to keep scrolling. Because think about it, we have to make people keep scrolling in order for us to convince them to buy from us, because the main USP we have will be included in the body section. So we want people to keep scrolling, right? For me, the combination of a bold text or a strong image does the job almost every time. Now for the body section, my idea is pretty simple, right? and I have this rule that I've kept always when designing an email, and that is to make sure body section is easy to scan. And yep, I said scan and not read, because let's be real, most people don't read every word in an email. They just skim through and they just try to find the key information in the email. So the goal is pretty simple: make it as easy as possible for them to catch the main message at a glance, and visual elements like images, icons, and short text blocks like these, right? It helps to keep the things organized, and it breaks down the whole portion into smaller bits, so it basically guides the reader's eye and it's easy for them to go through the main idea. Now, of course, this can change depending on the brand. Some brands love clean, minimal kind of design, right, with just a bit of text, while others go with bold graphics and lifestyle images. So the important thing here is to keep it organized and easy to scan, easy to follow, right? Give the content some breathing room, and make sure the key message stands out. So if you do that, people will get what you're saying without needing to read every detail of it. Now, for the footer section or the product block, I don't have much to say about these. So if you're showcasing products, make sure it is clearly visible, the names are clearly visible, and make sure that the CTAs are clearly visible as well. And what I like to do in the footer section is keep a guarantee block, so that it acts as a final push, it acts as a final catalyst for people to buy from you, basically. Now, when it comes to finding inspiration, Pinterest is honestly my go-to, because if you're a designer, you already know how cool Pinterest is. It's just packed with ideas, and the best part is it is easy to get lost in it for hours, right? So search up for email designs or basically just layout, and suddenly you've got hundreds of creative layouts that you can choose from, and you can also choose color palettes from these as well. So I usually save anything that catches my eye into a swipe file that I keep, and it's super helpful when I'm stuck or need fresh ideas for a new project that I'm working on. And you'll find everything from clean minimal design, right, to crazy bold ones as well. So no matter your style, Pinterest has something for you, I'd say. So if you're ever feeling stuck, hop on Pinterest. It will never disappoint you. Now, when it comes to assets like icons, mockups, or even background images, right, Freepik is a lifesaver for me, because if you've never used it before, trust me, it's worth checking out. You'll find thousands of high quality images. You'll find a lot of assets in here that you can use to level up your designs, right? So I use it a lot when I need quick professional looking images or mockups for my designs, whether it's for vector icons or backgrounds. Freepik has everything in it. So plus most of that assets are editable. You just download something from it and you can edit it directly in Photoshop as well. So honestly, having a resource like Freepik saves me a lot of time, and it makes my email look way more polished with a lot less of an effort. Alright, now that's a wrap. So we've talked about email copies, my step-by-step design process, and the best place to get inspirations from. So hopefully this helps you get started and gives you some new ideas. So if you have some designer friends, or you have someone who is working as a designer in your agency, you can share it with them, and I believe that it will help them a lot. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.